A very warm welcome to Mining Review Africa, and we are at DRC Mining Week 2025. And today I'm speaking to Sondoyi Kasemuka of Copperbelt Energy Corporation, DRC. Martin, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, Martin, CEC is no stranger to DRC Mining Week, but for those that do not know, tell us about your organization and its business activities in the DRC.
Thank you for that. I think that's a very good starting point. So, Copperbelt Energy DRC, SARL, is a company that is registered in the DRC, and it is mandated, licensed to operate in the transmission, generation, distribution, and supply space in the electricity sector. So we are mandated to operate throughout the country, but at this moment, our customers are principally in the Katanga and the Lualaba provinces. But these are not the only areas that we can operate, and so we're looking to grow beyond these particular markets. I think what we then bring to the DRC market is a strong experience and private sector backing that we come with the backing of our parent company, Copperbelt Energy PLC in Zambia. So CEC PLC is a private utility with over 60 years of experience in the provision of power to the mines, and it has a strong asset base that we rely on to bring the power into Zambia, but also that gives us a strong balance sheet that we can then leverage on to do more things that are able to support the power requirements of our customers in DRC as well.
Okay. Now, the mining sector is growing in the DRC, but there is a growing deficit of electricity supply as well. So what are the options of electricity supply that you bring to the DRC mining sector?
Again, a good question, I must say, Peter. So what we have noticed, and you're right that there's the growing deficit in the DRC, because right now we're sitting with a deficit, but as we project, we actually see that the need for power is growing at a faster rate than what we are seeing as the growth in the generation or local production that is currently being implemented. So there are several things that mines could do to support operators like ourselves to be able to actually bring on board the power that is so much needed to try and bridge that gap. One of the elements we are providing is in the short term, because our solutions are time-based. We recognize that there are certain solutions that are good, but maybe they cannot be achieved immediately. Others can be achieved in a shorter time. So in the immediate term, we're able to provide power that is sourced and supplied from a portfolio of sources. So that is readily available, and we can basically move it from our suppliers throughout the region into DRC and in partnership with SNEL through the DRC grid to the customers that require it. This we're already doing with the 12 customers that we are currently supplying. But also beyond that, there are those that could be constrained by transmission bottlenecks. Then we're able to work in conjunction with those to ensure that we actually work on the bottlenecks and reinforce the transmission capacity such that we're able to deliver that power to them. Again, we're also able to provide solutions for local generation. So there are customers that are interested and have some land available close to their site. We're able to plug in the generation facilities right at their doorstep. And what that requires is basically options where we can co-develop such facilities with them, or indeed we can enter into long-term agreements for them to offtake. And then we do the back work of ourselves, putting in place the generation facility. Now that we're able to do speedily because we have the experience, especially with the backing of CEC PLC, as I mentioned. In the long term, there are more generation facilities that need to be materialized in the DRC, and we are working with partners to ensure that actually those also, whether it is hydro or it's thermal, they tend to take a bit more time.
Yeah.
And for them to be realized, mining customers cannot wait. So those are also available, and we are able to provide such solutions for customers that are willing to wait, or at least can be given a solution in the interim while such long-term measures are actually being done.
Absolutely. Now, Martin, I'm sure you know that environmental sustainability is very much a topical talking point in the mining sector. Talk to me about how mines can reduce their carbon footprint from an electricity supply point of view. What are the options that are available?
You're right. So the carbon environmental concerns, I think, are very much with us now. I think it is no longer a matter of theories or some agenda that is pushed outside of ourselves. We can see the effects of the environmental changes and the climate impact that is with us, with the droughts that have been experienced and the generation being affected. But what mines can do to ensure that actually they reduce their environmental footprint is primarily to ensure that they adapt and accept the solutions that are available from operators like ourselves to be able to supply them the electricity that is required and for them to be able to then to reduce their on-site diesel generation. That's an immediate solution, a quick win that the mines can participate in. So grid supply being given to them gives an immediate reduction of the carbon that is actually burnt on site. But more importantly, in that grid supply, CEC has a portfolio of sources, and in that portfolio there's hydro, there's renewables as well. So it means that even as you receive the grid supply, it actually has in itself a good component that is actually renewable. But beyond that, we then are able to offer this on-site generation, and that is a further enhancement and a clear sign that actually such mines are willing and are taking renewable energy and so offsetting the carbon footprint on their side. So these are the measures that are available for the mines to reduce their carbon footprint. All that is required for the mines, I think, is for them to partner with operators like ourselves. We stand ready to provide this kind of solutions that ensure that they have a credible source of renewable supply, whether it is on-site generation or grid-based portfolio supply that actually consists of a good percentage of renewable energy.
Okay. Now, Martin, it's interesting that you've mentioned the word partnership on 2 occasions already. Talk to me about this partnership that you establish with your customers, and how does this ensure that they have a sustainable electricity supply?
Partnership, I think, is the way to go. I think the good thing with the DRC sector, electricity sector, is that it's liberalized. But also, I think if one stands by and waits for the government to provide the electricity, that type of model, I think all over the world, seems not to be the model that one could rely on. So in order for mines to ensure that they've got sustainable supply, again, partnerships are there. So what we need ourselves is basically private to private partnerships. We have the experience, and it is our business to actually provide electrical or power solutions. We have the experience and the backing financially for that, and all that end users or mines require is basically working with us. Depending on the model that works for them, we could co-develop and create this solution for power supply together. But for those that actually want to focus on the mining side of the business while we provide the electricity supply solution, then again, what all that is required in terms of that partnership, it can actually be simplified to a long-term offtake agreement. On the back of that and on the basis of that, we're able to provide or implement generation facilities for that. And we're also able to implement network reinforcements that support ourselves being able to deliver that power to the mines.
Okay. Now, what are some of the solutions that you do offer to the mines with regards to electricity supply?
Our solutions, we provide a broad spectrum of solutions. Like I mentioned, all these are available. Yeah. And they can be implemented even with the same customer at different times. So I think in the time basis of the offering these solutions is that in the immediate term, we are able to provide power from the grid. This is power trading. So we offer power trading solutions. And also for those that have the ability or the land nearby, we're able to provide embedded generation facilities. And for those that are willing to enter into long-term agreements, then we can actually provide much more than just an embedded generation. We can provide off-grid, off-site, but grid-based solutions, being able to provide the generation facilities ourselves, and also network reinforcements that is necessary for us to be able to provide that power. So all these solutions we're able to implement for different customers, but even for the same customer, we're able to provide these solutions in a timely manner, such that we're able to provide the power, not just for a point in future, but actually from now into the future. So that speaks into sustainability.
Okay. One final question, Martin. This year marks the 20th anniversary for DRC Mining Week. Now, CEC has been a supporter of the event for quite some time. Tell me about how this event has benefited your company, particularly with regards to expanding your footprint in the DRC.
Yes, CEC and CEC DRC and CEC PLC, being its parent company, I think have been a partner of the DRC Mining for years now. I think it's more than 10 years that we've been working with yourselves. And we dearly missed this event, I think, when COVID hit and shorted days, so we had actually gathering this month. So for us, I think it's a great opportunity. It's a good partnership again that we have established with yourselves. It gives us an opportunity to showcase our services. It gives us an opportunity to meet all the stakeholders in almost in the same environment, basically. We meet potential customers from here. We meet potential financiers from here. We also have an opportunity to interact with other stakeholders, including government and regulatory authorities. And I think the nice thing we've seen is that over the years, this event has grown. And I think we have grown through the period as well. So particularly seeing this 20th anniversary, I think it gives us a good reflecting on the growth of the DRC Mining Week, but also reflecting on ourselves, the growth that we have experienced. We were previously supplying power as CEC PLC only from Zambia. Eventually, we are now established in the DRC market, again confirming that we are here to stay and we are here to grow with the sector. And we think that this is a place that we need to be going forward.
Okay. Well, Martin Kasemuka of Copperbelt Energy Corporation, DRC, thank you very much for joining us on Mining Review Africa today.
Thank you very much. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you.